Hello everybody, this is Solar Tiger with another crypto mining video. Today is in September of 2025 and this is an update on my crypto mining activities, and I'll show you what's going on. So I've been on eBay and I was looking at all different things on eBay, and I bought a new crypto miner, and I'll go into this. So at the moment I have a couple of crypto miners, some that you've seen before. So here is my Bitax 204. It's just mining away there nicely, and at the moment it's doing 554 gigahashes on SHA-256. So that's the Bitax. Up here is a Lucky Miner LV06, and this one is working fine. I've had a lot of problems with this one with the firmware, and I managed to find a version of the firmware that works, so it's working now. So that's that one. I go underneath the bed here and sit down. So here we have a Canon Nano 3, and this one is running on high at 4 gigahashes. Not 4 gigahashes, I mean 4 terahashes rather. So that's that. I saw in a video somewhere that if you stand it this way up with the power cord on the bottom, it works better. It's less likely to overheat when running in the high power mode. So that's how that is. So that's that one. If I come to my desk under the bed, at the back here we have some USB sticks. So these are the Gecko Science New Pack USB miners. I've got 2 of these doing about 130 to 140 gigahashes per second. So that's those. And in my shed I have a Nerd miner as well, one that's doing 1 megahash per second, and I'll mention more about that later. So these are the miners that I've got. I'm also using the computer. So this has an i7 8th gen processor in it, and I'm mining on unminable with that. So that's one computer, and behind me over here we have another computer. This has a Ryzen 5 in it, and we're mining to unminable with that as well. That's how that's working. But anyway, I've been on eBay and I bought another miner. So if I take you to it, I bought a Lucky Miner LV07. So this is a 1 terahash miner on the SHA-256, so you can mine for Bitcoin and anything that uses the SHA-256 algorithm. I bought this because it runs on 12 volts, but I'll come back to that later. The thing about the Bitax and the LV06 up here is that these things run on 5 volts and they consume about 3 amps at 5 volts, and they come with a power supply, which is fine, but I want to try and run my miners off the grid kind of thing, because I have a solar power setup. I have a solar power setup, as you've seen in my other videos. Solar power system and storage batteries. Outside I have solar panels that charge my storage batteries, and I like to try and run things on my batteries as it's free electricity, and my batteries are 12 volts, which is why I wanted a miner that ran on 12 volts. I try to run these from my 12 volt system using 5 volt DC to DC converters. I bought several off of eBay that, according to the ratings, would do the job, but they failed miserably. So yeah, that didn't work. So I bought the LV07 Lucky Miner. So over here, this blue box is the LV07. If you're wondering where the side panel is, it's over there. I just took it off so that you can see what's inside of it. Now this is the size of the LV07. I would say it was, I don't know, about 4 or 5 inches square. So it's very small. It's made of metal. This is the front panel of it. This room's a bit dark, so you can't see very well. It has a display on the front here. And it has a fan at the front. So behind here is a fan. There's a heatsink with the ASIC chips underneath. There's not a lot inside of it really. And on the back is a decent power jack and the fan exhaust. So not a lot to it, it's very small. You could tuck it anywhere on a desk, on a shelf or somewhere. So very handy. It comes in a box with the manual and a 12 volt 60 watt power supply, which is more than overkill, as the device is only rated to use between 25 and 30 watts to do 1 terahash. So that's what we got. The manual has a date of June 2024. I bought mine used. I have seen all different prices for these. I've seen prices in excess of 100 to 200 pounds, UK pounds. I saw this one on eBay. The seller was advertising it at, I think it was £78 or best offers. I made a cheeky offer of £55 and the seller came back with a counter offer of £65, and I bought it at £65 because I was looking at the Bitax Gamma, which is rated at 1.2 terahash. It runs on 5 volts. I saw prices in excess of £100, and I didn't want to pay that kind of money, so I wanted about 1 terahash performance for about £50 to £60, something like that. And I was definitely interested in a miner that ran on 12 volts. So there's this one, LV07, or I saw one of the Nerd Axe ones as well that runs on 12 volts, but that was only a 500 gigahash model. So I'm going with this. Now it comes with a mains power supply. You plug it into the wall, and it uses Wi-Fi for the internet, so you can put it anywhere in your house where you have a plug. It's very small, so that's that. But I wanted to try running it on solar power, so now I'm running it on my solar power system. And that's that. We go to the computer. Let's just mind my head. I'm saying I have to mind my head because I'm sat underneath a bed. I just pan you out of it. This is a very small bedroom. It's a single-sized bedroom, and to make it workable, I have a loft bed, a high sleeper bed, where my desk is under the bed. So let's go back over here. So if we come to the computer, so this is the screen for the Lucky Miner, the web page based interface that you control it from. So this is the Lucky Miner. It uses similar software to the BitX, and most people have the opinion that it is being copied from the BitX, the Axe OS operating system. So here's what we got. So yes, it's supposed to be a 1 terahash miner. I have it clocked at 550 megahertz, and we're drawing a power of 21.5 watts. And as I said, this miner runs on 12 volts. You can see currently that we're doing 995 gigahashes. And this is the performance of it over the last several hours. Now it is sold as a Bitcoin solo miner. That's its main purpose. Although obviously you can mine any SHA-256 coin, and you can do solo mining, and you can also do pool mining. You can do whatever you like. So currently what I'm doing is I am mining to unmineable.com, and I'm getting my payout in Litecoin. Now this machine doesn't or can't mine Litecoin directly because that uses the script algorithm. So how this works is you mine a SHA-256 coin of unminable's choosing, and then they pay you an equivalent in whatever currency you decide. And I'm going with Litecoin at the moment. If I just go to unminable on the computer, now you can see that I'm using different miners. I'm mining with the Avalon Nano 3, the LV07, my 2 computers, and you mine different algorithms depending on your hardware, and unmineable will pay you in the coin of your choosing. So you can mine, in inverted commas, coins that you cannot do directly with your hardware. As I said, you can't mine Litecoins with a Bitcoin miner directly, but you can through unmineable. So whatever device you have, you can mine whatever currency you like with unmineable. They kind of do a conversion. Now, I chose Litecoin because on unmineable the minimum payout is 0.00075 of whatever currency you're mining. With Litecoin, that's really easy to achieve. You can achieve that easily in one day. You can get a payout. If you try to mine Bitcoin, then 0.00075 Bitcoins, it will take you a long time to mine, and you won't get a payout in an awful long time. So that's what I'm going with. So this is all experimental. If I hold the camera. Right, so what else we got? My BitX is here. I'm doing 519 gigahashes with this. And we're consuming 13.8 watts. This one's clocked at 575 megahertz. I changed the fan on it, and it's running happily at 50 degrees Celsius. What else we got? I'm doing some cloud mining as well. This website's called Nero, and I've got 1.2 terahashes on this. This is one where you buy a hash rate. I've used crypto for this that I've mined through other methods. These cloud mining sites, I've been through a few of these. They come and go. So my advice is don't invest loads of money in these. I've not invested any real money. I've not paid any real money for any hash rate. Any hash rate that I've invested has come out of cryptocurrency that I've mined, which has cost me nothing of it other than time and electricity. I invested in Nebu mine. I had 6 terahashes on that site before it just vanished. Well, it stopped paying out and then it vanished. Another site I went on to was crypto per second, and that paid out for several months, and until recently that website disappeared too. So most of these cloud mining sites, there's another one here. This one's called Multi-Miner. I've not invested anything in this one, although I think you need to put some money in before you can withdraw any. I've got another one here called foxm.com. I've not put any money into this one either, but I think you have to deposit some money to make a withdrawal. Another site I've gone onto, this was the new Bitcoin 2, and this is on jellyfc.com. I saw some videos about this on YouTube by I think Brandon Coin. I put my Nano 3 on this for a couple of days, and at the end of a couple of days I got 3.12 coins in 3 or 4 days, so I'm not overly impressed with this. I've been several days on this and had no payout at all. This is a mining pool. I can show you. Here's some workers I've got on this. So the unnamed is the nerd miner that's in the shed. The Lucky Miner 06, the Gecko USB 6, and for a while I had the Nano 3 on it as well. The Lucky Miner is supposed to be a 500 gigahash machine. As I said, I've had loads of issues with the firmware. I tried to flash it with Bitax firmware, and that caused all sorts of problems, with it simply not working, with it working for a short time and then just stopping. I managed to find a website that had Lucky Miner specific firmware. I flashed it with that, and it's now working reliably. It stays working. The hash rate isn't great. So I think if you have a Lucky Miner and it works, don't mess with it. Although if you want to buy a Lucky Miner, then I would recommend you buy a proper Bitax, because the Bitax I've got, I've had no problems with it. It just works. Updating the firmware is easy. It just works, and it just works. So I would say if you're going to choose between the Lucky Miner and the Bitax, buy the Bitax. You're getting a better product. It's more reliable, and it just works. And most people think that the Lucky Miner is a Chinese knockoff or copy of the Bitax, just not as good. I think maybe if you just leave the firmware alone, if it's working, and then the device will just work. And as I said, I got a good deal on it, so that's what we're going with. So with this Jelly FC thing, this is that. I had 3 coins. I sent it to a staking wallet, and they never turned up in the staking wallet. So I don't know what happened. So my coins disappeared, and I've not earned any more since. I think on this pool they don't find many blocks, and obviously your reward comes out of any blocks that are found. If they don't find any blocks, then you get no percentage reward. So that's what I think about this. So I've got a couple of days where I got nothing, no rewards, so I switched my Avalon Nano back to unmineable, where at least I am earning something every day. So if I go to eBay, I know this video is a bit long, but I haven't made any in a long time, so there we go. I'm filming this on my phone, so the sound's probably not brilliant. I don't have any tripods, I don't spend money on YouTube equipment, so the videos are how they are. So if we go to UK, this is Lucky Miner 07. So right, we got one here at 130, there's another one at 179, one here at 200. So I got mine for £65, so I thought that was a good deal, so I bought it. And the main thing is it runs on 12 volts, and that's what I wanted for my particular situation. So it's running okay. So this is Solar Tiger with another crypto mining video. When it comes to mining, I think the best kind of mining is where you mine with your own mining equipment, and I do pool mining because I prefer to get a small amount every day that's guaranteed, mining on equipment that I own. If you want to go on cloud mining, there are a lot of scam websites. Most of them you have to buy a hash rate, so you're putting in your money. I don't recommend putting in loads of money, because a lot of these websites will just take your money and then vanish without trace. So you either just disappear, or if you try to make a withdrawal, you come up with every error under the sun and you don't get any money back. So don't invest. There are also some apps. There's one called Litecoin Giveaway. It's totally free. You don't have to invest any money. Another one called Bitcoin Cash Giveaway by the same people. They pay out once a week. Well, the Litecoin Giveaway pays out on a Tuesday if you have a balance of 100,000 Satoshis or more, and the Bitcoin Cash one pays out weekly if your balance is 20,000 Satoshis or more. Those are completely free. You've got nothing to lose with those. You're not going to earn very much though. This is Solar Tiger saying thank you for watching. I try to do things on a low budget. So until next time, this is Solar Tiger saying thank you for watching and goodbye. If you want to make a comment down below, feel free, as long as it is constructive. I do not respond to silly comments or nonsensical comments. I just ignore them. So please leave a sensible comment down below and click like on the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.